SSLC T20 League 2025. And it is a beautiful day and we are live at the SSC grounds, and another important game coming up, this time between the two unbeaten teams, Grace versus the Greens.
Charit has a coin in hand. Charit will toss. Heads is the call. It is a heads. Kamidu, you've won the toss, and what are you going to do and why?
We're going to bowl first.
Let's take a look at the team. That's Grace that are batting first. So that's a look at the Grace side. What are your thoughts?
I mean, looks very strong. I think it all depends on the top order. I thought Dick Weller was unlucky to miss out the other game. Dinesh Chandimal got a very good ball, the first one, a golden duck. So he'll be wanting to come good. Again, the emphasis will be on Charita Lanka and Nunitha Fernando. Lairudaro looked good for his 40, so I'm sure he'll like to continue his good form. But I think looking at this side, their strength is bowling.
Right, what about the Greens? Now they're bowling first. They won the toss. Kamindu Mendis had no hesitation in deciding to bowl first. Your thoughts unchanged?
Yeah, it's good to see the continuation with the same side. Why change a winning formula, as they say? With the new ball, Dushmantha Chamira, I think he'll hold the key. If he can get a couple of wickets into the Grace middle order, I think that will be a major step. And Chami Karunath, I mean, he's was superb the other game. 3 wickets, 40 odd not out in a winning course. So pretty sure the Greens outfit will be looking for the informed players to continue good form.
Opportunities for players to really make their mark, and Chamika Karunaratne is certainly one who did. Dinesh Chandimal got a golden duck in the previous game, so another opportunity for the veteran.
And Nuwan Tushar has got the ball in hand. He will bring the ball back into the left-hander, Niroshan Dikwella, and he's ready. Umpire Vimalsiri is ready, and he says play. Oh! Bit too straight on his pads. Goes for a wild heave. One bounce into the third fence. That's traveled a long way too. Enough bat on that one. That'll run away to the rope. Yes, it does. That's been picked up nicely. 1, 2 bounces. That's a splendid shot. Oh, just evades the fielder there. Chandimal, that's a very good shot. Getting his hands high was the key. Didn't try to hit it along the ground at any stage, but because of the speed, that was a good one.
A good attempt by the fielder in the deep as well. I think that's Lasit Cruzpule. Didn't have too far to move to his right, but Chandimal got enough bat on that he took it all the way. That's wide outside the leg stump. He's got some pad on it.
For people to watch. Slower delivery, giving himself room. Wasn't off the middle of the bat, but it'll still have enough power to get to the fence. Bowled him through the gate. Chandimal, not a lot of feet. Didn't drop his shoulder towards the ball either.
Matthew brought into the attack to make that breakthrough, and he is successful. Just played all over that. Dinesh Chandimal hasn't looked in the best of touch, and that shot proved it. Chandimal goes for 14 of 13 deliveries.
Lairudaro is the new batter at number 3.
But a good performance here could spell different thing. Good shot by Niroshan Dikwella, once again making room outside the off stump.
Yeah, he loves that shot, doesn't he? Giving himself room, looking to go through the line on the offside. There's not a lot of protection on that offside. 4 fielders inside the ring and mid-off. There's a long off, so plenty of real estate over the infield on the offside, and Dikwella makes full use of that one. Similar shot, but outside edge.
Chamira gets it behind square leg. That's gone all the way for 6. The 50's up. And that is a bold shot by Lairudara.
This is a shot of a man who's in superb touch. Probably the line can be a bit towards your stump or the middle stump, but the length was perfect by Dushmantha. So he's definitely trying to attack. This is a good shot. Poor delivery by Dushan Hemantha.
Follows him and he gets it fine. Now Niroshan Dikwella's ploy was to give himself room, and Kamindu Mendis followed him.
This is smart captaincy. Is that outside edge? It is. Lairu Dara. It did not wait for the umpire's decision. Kamidu Mendes bringing himself. He strikes with a big wicket.
This is clever bowling. That ball didn't turn but just went with the arm. Bit of bounce. He goes for 18 of 13. Nuanidu Fernando, a batter in form.
What a catch! What a catch! That is Travin Matthew. Take a look at this again. Picked it up well, but that was a brilliant catch. He timed his jump perfectly, Esther.
Yeah, brilliantly taken by Travin Matthew. So he goes for 52 of 37 deliveries.
White ball format skipper Charit Asalanka, who's walked out to the centre. He got a half century in the previous game, so he's a man in form.
Close eye on. They do have some good spinners in their ranks. That's a good shot. Man in good form down the track over the top of the bowler to break the shackles.
Miss hit into the gap, at least a couple. Oh, that's a brilliant throw, and he's been given out.
3 overs, 19 for 1. This occasion came to the ball sprinting in. One hand pick up and a bullet-like throw just over the or just under the ankle, and an easy decision for Ravinda Vimalasuri. Dismisses for 18 of 20. It's 119 for 4. Into the all-rounders we go now. Ramesh Mendes at number 6 for the Greys. In the air. First ball of his new spell and takes it. Reverse cup. And Trevin Matthews, can you keep him out of the game? Probably not. 4 overs, a run out, now a catch.
But look at this for technique. If you're watching at home, any youngster, how to take a catch the Australian method, Australian style reverse cup, perfect.
12 of 17, Charita Asalanka dismisses. 126 for 5. A seeming all-rounder, Chamindu Wickramasinghe. It is. Picks up the slow ball and goes over mid-wicket.
Yeah, that base that you were talking about, still head was towards the ball. That was a monstrous hit. Up to those hills.
Top edge. Banu Rajapaksha at short third man. He goes around and proceeds a boundary. Short for the slow ball. It is a slow ball. In the air. Extra cover says mine. And that's a third catch for young Trevin Matthews.
Once again, slower delivery, top edge. And have a look at this technique of catching from Trevin Matthews. So Wickramasinghe goes for 14 of 11.
Vijayakant, V.S. Kant use the long handle for good effect.
Once again, pace off from Nuantishara. Well, it had the legs to reach the rope. Vijayakant, a good result for him. A boundary off the first ball.
It's probably mid-wicket long on. But the lack of pace off the pitch. They dragged the ball towards square leg. Finishes with a perfect Yorker. Probably go for a boundary. Does. Unlucky Nuantishara is very expensive.
Grace were put into bat first. They needed some spark in the early piece, and Dickwella provided that. 52 of 37. Double figures for every single batter from that point. But Vijayakant, 8 of 2. So 163 competitive.
The bowling card for the green 6 bowlers being used. Kamidu Mendes was very impressive. Bowling his quarter of 4 overs. Nuantishara expensive side, as well as Dushmantha Chameera. Chami Karunatha surprisingly just 1 over. Trevin Matthews too putting the brakes on the run rate, as well as Dushan Hemantha. Relatively they were quite happy with the effort. 163 for 6. If before the game had started, after they won the toss, you had to feel if you had asked Kamidu Mendes what sort of a score, he would have said 170. So that's a decent effort with the ball and in the field for the Greens.
It's the SLC T20 League 2025 and we are live at the Sinhalese Sports Club grounds. It is the Greys versus the Greens. So Tikshana will start off that. Here he comes for the first delivery. Mahesh Tikshana. And that's what I'm talking about. You see that inward movement back into the right hander. Little chip over the top. That will run away to the boundary. That will make Kamil Mishara good.
There you go. Little bit of width on offer. And Kamil Mishara clearing the infield. Was not afraid to go over the top.
Straight away, a bit of movement back into the right-hander, but it goes away to the mid-wicket boundary. That is Lasith Cruz Pulle. That delivery in the air, down to mid-wicket, taken in the mid-wicket, on the mid-wicket boundary.
Continues. He's not getting him on the runs. That again, back of the length. The shot was on. They put a fielder down in the deep after that first delivery. And a very good catch by Lahirudara, because the sun was coming into his face, but he judged it very well.
Cruz Pulle, the batter, dismissed, 9 for 1. This time goes over the top. That's safe, and that's 4. Gave himself room for this, but that's not the start he wants. That is not the start he wants. It's a boundary. That was a drag down. That was a poor delivery.
And again, he beats the two fielders at cover and extra cover. That's another boundary.
That time, that's 4. Short and wide. What Bhanuka Rajapaksa is doing so well.
And this time, Bhanuka Rajapaksa launches into that one. It's a free hit.
They just capitalized on an opportunity, and I feel that the Greys are hard done by. They've not just a faulty call, but they paid a price by giving a 6 with that extra delivery. 4. Fantastic over as far as the Greens are concerned. It's 46 for 1 at the end of 5.
.46 for 1 after 5. Just what we hoped. This game.
Taking the aerial route and gone all the way.
Yeah, fantastic shot. Brings out the 50 as well for the Greens. On the up. No half measures. And Kamil Mishara, what he does really well there is to have a good shape. Swinging through the line. Not at all a bad delivery by Pinder Fernando. He's still finding some movement in the air. Bhanuka will target. He did. Square leg in place. And it clears him.
Bhanuka Rajapaksa he's a magnificent striker. This time using the speed. Had no intention of keeping it down, although there was a fielder patrolling that boundary line. Hands coming from low to high. 65-yard boundary. Now the maximum. Mishara once again into the pitch. High up in the air. And gone the distance. Well, the first power play ends with this shot. .61 after 6.
Hierarchy of the selectors as well as the national side. The comes down the track and misses it.
Cover over the infield, but it didn't have any turn. Played for the turn, didn't turn. Very smart bowling by Lanka. 38 off 20 at 190.
Sadir Samar Vikram at number 4 for the Greens. Shot. Is it in the gap? It is perfectly bisected the gap between deep square leg and mid wicket. It's all about keeping busy in front of square. And the sweeper cover fielder Lahirudara. He's just a mere spectator. Googly again. And long on fielder. And goes to the top.
Again came all wrong. Attempted wrong one. Mishara this time connects it and deposit one. What's that long on?
That's nicely struck from Kamil Mishara. That's a full toss. And Kamil Mishara finds the gap between long on and deep mid wicket. Nicely timed once again on the offside. Kamil Mishara to his 50 of just 32 deliveries. Bowled him. Vyas Khan just goes right through Kamil Mishara on that occasion. Mishara trying to play across the line.
Pushing it through. That ball staying down, turning back. I think it was a little bit too full. Kamil Mishara goes for 52 of just 34 balls.
So Pawan Ratnayaka, the new batter for the Greens. Very, very, very close to hitting the pads.
Don't think the length was right. Mid off in the circle, you bowl the length delivery, and that becomes quite easy. Pawan Ratnayaka just had to extend his arms and just went through the line. Nice evening for the family to have some leisure, to spend some time, come and watch some cricket.
Nicely timed on that occasion, Pawan Ratnayaka, and that's cleared the boundary.
I think Pawan Ratnayaka has turned out to be a revelation. Honestly, he was first considered to be somebody who would be a grinder, who would be grinding runs, but now he's also showing the other side.
There you go. Pawan Ratnayaka holds out in the deep.
Yeah, wasn't up to the pitch of it, but still went through the shot. Pawan Ratnayaka, normally a very good player, straight down the ground. Didn't have the timing, comfortably taken. Never easy those ones. You have to have the presence of mind where the boundary line is, but nicely taken. Ratnayaka goes for 17 or 15.
So Kamil Mendes, the skipper.
Soft dismissal, easy one. You get out in that manner. I think that ball just held up on the surface, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what it did. But he goes for 2. Hero of the first game, Shamika Karanatha walks into the centre. Selectors. And loose delivery, put away quite comfortably. That's gone for 6. That is the end of the game. Keeps continuing, Gamini.
Yeah, again, it all came wrong, didn't it? That front hand going towards the left-hand side, falling over a touch. Karunaratne does not need a second invitation to take a toll of that one. Well, Greens will go to the top of the ladder.
This is the Greens batting. Kamil Mishara 52 at the top, and Bhanuka Rajapaksa 38 paved the way for the run chase, and then Sadira Samaravikram with his 36 batted around Pawan Ratnayaka and Kamidu and Shamika to take them past the required target of 163.
Well, as far as the bowling is concerned, Grace, Mahesh Theekshana, it was very expensive, coughed a bit of stick. So did Binura Fernando for that matter. 3 overs, 35, both picked up a wicket apiece. But the star was Vijay Kant. 4 overs, 7 dots, 24 for 2. He stood out. Charit Asalanka picked up a wicket. But there was a good partnership for the second wicket and for the third wicket, which took them to 165 for 5.